That you were here. For those of you just now tuning in, my name's CarmelOP, and welcome to Dishonored. We are back in the Hound's Pub, and we are working on getting Havelock, getting revenge on Havelock, and trying to work our way through this area. God damn, they tore everything down. So if you don't know, Corvo's been betrayed, and so has everybody in the hideout. Everybody's been pretty much executed except for the people who organized the coup. So, prototype blueprints, okay. So now we have to work our way down towards Havelock, neutralize him somehow, and I don't know what we're doing with him, to be honest with you. Okay, so he's walking out. Havelock's right there. Okay. Captain Manning, we've tracked the conspiracy to the Hound Pit's pub. Search the premises for the natural philosophers Piero Joplin and Anton Sokolov. Do what you must to secure all materials related to the enhanced arc pylon they've been constructing. Question them thoroughly, and once you are certain you have everything they know of the pylon, execute them both. Bring the pylon to me along with his papers and recordings. They may be two of the greatest minds of our age, but they're also traitors who conspired with Corvo to bring down this empire. I'm keeping Empress Emily Caldwin with me at the lighthouse on King Sparrow Island until we're certain that Corvo and his fellow conspirators have been properly dealt with. Lord Regent Havelock. Okay, while this is semi-pause, I am going to turn on the AC because it's that time of year where the sun hits the house at a certain angle and it just gets hot up in this loft because it's right above the garage. Okay, so we have to get to Callista. What is he doing? Whatever. I'm just gonna leave him here. I really don't care. I've already been detected once. Okay, that must be Callista and Piero. I gotta find a way to deactivate that, or I can stop time. That probably goes nowhere useful right now, so let's just go back to the roof. Now, I have enough mana potions just to constantly deactivate that, but I got... Okay, I guess that's the actual thing I can just deactivate, huh? Okay, well, let's do this. Inoperable my ass, bro. I guess I gotta go down all... I guess I gotta go in that way, maybe? I gotta deactivate that thing somehow. Okay. Yeah, let's save Piero and Sokolov.
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your tonic. Why have you not... Corvo, good to see that you still breathe.
Yep.
The city would not be the same if you were not with us. I've completed Piero's work on an arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes.
No, unconscious.
So that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our enemies. This arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring us.
Okay.
I need my final sequence, which is recorded in the blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Return the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully,
Oh, I found it already.
it's still there.
Already got
You
it.
may navigate the field.
Here's the blueprints.
Astonishing.
End the siege on Piero's workshop and ensure that something. Deliver the blueprint.
Pylon is complete. Now to activate it.
With this This device we can
Set
send
lasers to
the
stun.
system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes.
I heard you the first
What is
time.
your opinion, Corvo?
To shred, you say? No, put them all to sleep.
As you wish, Corvo. We will be far away before any of them regain their senses.
Watch him accidentally fry them all alive. That would be
All is
fucked.
ready, Corvo. All that remains is plugging in a whale oil tank to power it.
Okay.
Will you do the honors?
Yep. If you'll let me go do it.
Pylon is charged. No one will dare come near us.
Go ahead and pull out one of these bad boys. Go ahead and plug that up. Fill it up with some whale oil.
Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Okay. Oh, I guess that thing wasn't activated. It's Piero's. Okay.
Yes, of course.
It's one of these, right? Right. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Them out cold. Okay, Corvo, you probably shouldn't have stood right next to it.
Simply amazing. It functioned beyond my greatest expectations. It defies description. A device like this will ensure Dunwall's security for a century.
Yeah. Okay, let's just check on what's her name, Callista.
Corvo, I can't believe you're alive. They killed everyone, Corvo.
I can see that.
Everyone to cover it all up. Then they took Emily with them and they left. I couldn't do anything to protect her. Please find her. Make her safe.
Okay, Emily's tower
All this
key.
talk of being an honorable military man, but Havelock will use Emily like a puppet to his own advantage. Something changed in the Admiral as soon as the Lord Regent died. It had been building up. Martin was acting strange, going quiet if any of us were near, whispering late into the night with Havelock and Pendleton while you were out doing the real work. I think they realized they were one step away from holding the same position the Lord Regent had, and worried they'd be held accountable for what they did here, as the Loyalists. They would have killed me too, but Havelock spared me. Out of respect for my uncle, I believe. Please, talk to Samuel and the others. Someone must know where they're going. Find Emily. She's suffered through so much and she's got no one else on her side except you. Samuel set this here in case you returned. You can use it to call him. He said he'd come quickly. Hopefully there's a place he can dock where the watch won't see him.
Okay, letter to Callista. Callista, fret not. I believe there is. Oh my god, I can't read. I like this entire game. Like, I think it's the font. I genuinely do. Callista, fret not. I believe there is still hope for Emily and Dunwall. I don't believe Corvo is gone. I'll be searching the river for him, but if you catch wind of him, shoot up a flare using the launcher I placed in Emily's tower, and I'll make my way back as quickly as I can. Keep this tower locked and take care of yourself. Emily is going to need you when this is over. Samuel. Okay, actually, let me ask Piero. If he can sell me some stuff.
We once discussed a system of
Or
signals
not.
to be used in Emily's tower for communication.
Never mind. He's going to go do his nerd thing. Okay. Samuel's signal.
I can't go with you. I'll be okay here.
I know you
Please
can't,
go.
lady. You don't have to tell me you can't. I already know you can't. Okay. Ooh, actually, no, there's no more runes here. No, okay. Samuel. Yeah, I hear guard knocked out.
Thought I'd find you here. It never pays to bet against you, does it? I saw the signal. I knew you'd be back, Corvo. I knew it. We'll need to get out of here soon. The Admiral controls the military now, Martin's High Overseer, and Pendleton's in favor with the aristocracy and Parliament. They need Emily, of course. But if Havelock senses that it's all about to fall down around him, who knows what he's liable to do.
Do crazy shit. That's what he's going to. We're going to King Sparrow Island. That's where they've taken Emily.
Then it's one more trip across the river to where it meets the sea. That's where the Lord Regent was building his new lighthouse. Ought to be something to see.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Okay, didn't kill anyone, and I was detected. Okay, oh wow, there's not much going on in that level. King Sparrow Isle, this is the end. Yeah, the light at the end. The leaders of the Loyalist conspiracy have moved to a monumental lighthouse, the final military project devised by the Lord Regent. They're holding Emily as they struggle to tighten their hold over the city. It's time to confront them, decide their fates, and determine the future of Dunlaw. Okay, so here's like one thing, like writing-wise, like I'm not understanding. Like, I guess they're not really loyalists, obviously, but the Loyalist conspiracy idea that they're going to be held accountable for their actions. What the fuck do you mean? You're reinstating the rightful heir to the throne. It doesn't matter what you do at that point. Fuck, you ever meet a medieval king? I haven't, but I'm sure I'm sure they'll fucking behead all their enemies and give riches to their fucking, subservience. Like, I don't understand the logic in that unless they just didn't communicate it well. Like, I get it, maybe, they're just one step away from like ruling the land, sure, and Corvo wouldn't let that happen. Understandable, 100%. But it's still, weird. I think they just explained it weird, honestly. That's just how I see it.
This is it, sir. I suspect Havelock Martin and Lord Pendleton landed there a while ago and went into the lighthouse. Knowing them, they're not giving up without a fight.
Okay.
The Admiral and Martin talking about this place is where they'd hold up if they had to. Anybody going in has to breach the fort, the gatehouse, and there's only one way to the top.
Oh,
It's been a pleasure serving with you. Maybe after all this is settled, we'll see each other again.
Yep, that's the lighthouse where the game will end.
Good luck, Corvo. If anyone deserves it, you do.
Please tell me it gives me full supplies here. No, area map. Okay, we're going to have to go all the way to the lighthouse.
You won't have time for an old man like me. I knew you were sharp, Corvo. But somehow you managed to get through all this mess without losing sight of what really matters. For that, I respect you. The city's gonna pull itself up, I believe. Too many good people here to let it all turn to ashes. I'd best be going. The battlefield's no place for an old sailor like me.
Yeah, you're right. Get out of here.
Long past.
And please be quiet. You talk way too much, dude. Okay, harbor side entrance, beach side entrance. I probably want to get to the top of this tower and just disable it right away. That seems like the smart thing to do. Okay, so that's disabled. That dude's carrying a music. Man, I only have one sleep dart. This legit sucks. Let me. Man, there's really no. Oh, never mind. There's a sewer entrance. Let's take that entrance. Yeah. Yeah, I see a sewer entrance. Ah, fuck. I just mistimed it. We're fine. We just go in through here, and we're fine. It's probably... Oh, there's one rune here. Okay. Don't really need it. Oh, God. Let's go ahead and get him. Was that a map? Yeah, it's a map. I wonder, like, why they don't notice that the whale tanks are just gone. Or, like, the things that run on the whale fuel or just run out of fuel. Unless they just expect, like, somebody to replace them. Ooh, he's got a key. Fuck, he's probably got the key I need. Oh, you're supposed to go in here anyway to disable either side. Okay, sure. Or actually, okay, no. Okay. So we just have to continue to sneak our way through this. We have to pick an entrance to go into. Either way, it's not going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't really have a way to deal with these guys either. We got that guy carrying the music box. Is that the same one? No, it's a different guy. Okay, this worked somehow. Okay. Okay. Fuck, I don't know what to do.
The whole place is turning into a...
Here, let me get under this, this platform here. Now allow me to think for a second. He's got a key. I got a feeling I'm going to need that key pretty bad. So... yeah, that's probably... God damn it. I thought the stop time thing lasted just a bit longer, but I was wrong. Okay, so there's the gatehouse drainage. We probably would rather go through the drainage. Yeah, so we'll... go ahead and just knock him out, put him right here. Or leave him there, rather. Oh, hold on, there's a room nearby right there. Okay, well, I'll take it. Why not? Okay, gatehouse drainage. Oh, we gotta find a way to open this shit up, don't we? Fuck. Okay, well. Maybe this isn't the way we want to go. Actually, no, there's... oh, do we need the control room key? We probably fucking do. Shit. Damn it, we probably do need that. Unless there's another way. I see a light wall. Okay, I'm just going to drop him here. Okay, and we're good. Mostly. There's a key there as well. I gotta just be careful on where everybody is around me. Okay, deal with him. Yeah, I wish it kind of refunded you a little bit of the, did I not grab a key? I thought I grabbed a key. Might have it, it just didn't tell me. Oh, no, there it is. Lighthouse elevator key, sure. Do I need it? I don't know if I necessarily need it or not. Okay, oh, we did need it because the elevator's over there. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and fill up on mana. Okay, well, I mean, we're almost at the end, aren't we? Shit. Okay, I have to go under that. Obviously. No, I did not want to do that. I did not want to make the arc pylon attack and kill enemies instead of me. That is not what I wanted, game. Okay, but it can't get me from down here, so that's good.
I heard you got eaten alive at cards. Blow off.
I'm gonna stop time again. And then we just do this. And go to the Burrow's Light. We just zoomed past all of them. They had no idea. Man, that's busted what I just did. That is busted. Rescue Emily. Okay, I think this is it. Genuinely. Okay, did that texture unload out? Or am I crazy? I don't know. Either way. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's not push him off the edge. Don't fall. Nope. No, you're not falling to your death. I need to get that guy first. Wherever he... What the fuck? Where did he even come from? Okay, just drop him here. Fuck it. Okay, let's think about how we want to approach this. I mean, the reality is, right, is that I can just slow... Okay, that could have been real bad. I can just slow time to get where I need to go. Because we've got 6 more mana potions, so like if I really wanted to, I could definitely just slow time my way through this. Okay, don't worry, I'm already at the lighthouse game. I'm willing to bet I can just go up here and trigger the final cutscene, right? Like, that'd be busted if I could, but I'm just going to give it a shot. Oh, what do you do? Okay, well, that's something. Alright. Yeah, this is where the last thing of the game happens. I know this ledge. Okay, well, let's head back. We gotta find out where they are. Oh, shit. Don't want to jump that far. God damn it. Let's do this. Oh, no, I already pulled it up. Okay. Hopefully that didn't break anything or soft lock anything. I hope not. Okay, this is how they get there. Okay, here's an office.
Remember, this was just a dream. Lord Trevor Pendleton, neglected youngest son, bullied by your brother.
Did he kill the others?
Such a clever.
That one's dead.
Wasted until he found his fate. This is all Martin's fault. We hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison. Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy. Always too sure that was my problem. Never hesitated. Too sure of what I wanted.
Yeah, he killed these other
Too sure of
two.
what I wanted to do when other men stopped to consider.
Choke him out. Is that like an optional, actually? Optional eliminate Admiral Hadlock? Okay, I just put his ass to sleep.
Who is it? Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
Yeah. That's not how I remember that happening. Unless that's like a bad ending type dealio or something. I don't remember it happening like that. I know for a fact you go on the tower and that's it. The end.
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm. You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand.
Okay.
And decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily, Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
Oh, let's not listen to that music, please. It's probably good music, but we don't need to hear that. We don't need to hear that. Continue. Oh, that okay. Well. Okay, so you just go back straight to the main menu. Okay, so that's it for Dishonored. Okay. You can replay missions, right? Campaign DLC. Dunwall City Trials, I heard sucked. And then you got the Knife of Dunwall and the Brigmore Witches. Actually, I probably won't play those for the review. Because it's just more of the same. It's more of the same. You play as Dowd, and then you play as the Brigmore, and then you do something for the Brigmore Witches. I don't know what. I know it doesn't, like, it probably plays in the overall lore of the game, but I don't think it's necessary to play it, you know? But, on that note, we all know what's coming up next. That's right. Okay, this is the objective part of the review. This is where I just say, hey, objectively looking at this game, here's what I think people are going to think when they go to play it. And this means like coming into the game, not knowing exactly what it is, but kind of not lost in the dark, but you don't know everything about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you hear the word stealth game, but that doesn't necessarily mean you understand what a stealth game is. This is almost an immersive sim. I could see an argument for it being an immersive sim, or called an immersive sim for sure. Yeah. So let me turn the volume down. Graphically overall, I wrote this in the actual review. Let's see here. Graphics, Dishonored's art direction is pretty unique, and honestly, the only few games that I can think of that does what it does. The developers knew The developers knew that if they chose to go the hyper-realistic route, the game would age at a rapid pace. Instead, they went with a hybrid of stylized and realistic aesthetics. Meaning that they went with realistic models, proportions, and a setting, but the textures and general art style looks like they took paintings and just placed them on the models themselves. Looking at a character's face, you can clearly see brushstrokes, which further conveys this idea. Even looking at mundane objects in the environment shows signs of someone looking at a Claude Monet piece and being inspired. This helps keep the game looking unique without looking old, which is an insanely hard thing to pull off. The only other two games that come to mind that are old but don't look that old are Team Fortress 2 and the Borderlands series. I'm going to use Borderlands 2 as a reference for that. You can't apply that to Mass Effect or even Metal Gear Solid 5. The latter still holds up, but only for now. When the Xbox Series 1 Elon Musk Supercharged Zoomer OnlyFans Girl Edition comes out, its age will show. But I don't think Dishonored's will. It's a little thing I didn't have to elaborate on, but goddamn, when you realize that you're in a Mario 64 painting, it's hard not to look at the finer details, which is true. It's true. You want the finer details kind of make this, right? They make it worth, like it's just the little details in the art style that really takes it a long way. Okay, anyway, overall graphically, I think it's a 1, especially for its time, and even today, I think it still looks fantastic. Or not fantastic, it looks like it belongs. Like, how can I put it? Like Team Fortress 2, it looks like it belongs. You open up Team Fortress 2 and you see Team Fortress 2. You open up Call of Duty 3 and it's supposed to be a realistic war simulator, you can tell it's an old fucking game. You know, and that's kind of the uniqueness with games that run like this, when their art style is meant to be timeless, and I think that's what Dishonored went for. So yeah, sound and ambient. Sound is the most important thing you need in a stealth game, and I think they definitely did their job. They did their job well. Footsteps, listening to machines charge up and power up, listening to rats, you know you're in Dunwall. My favorite part of the sound was those machines charging up, allowing guards to pass through them, or charging up about to zap a bad guy or something. It was very fitting and very like sci-fi-ish, because this is science fiction to an extent. So either way, sound gets a 1. Music, I didn't really notice much music. I need to be better about listening to music, honestly. That's one of my weaknesses. I need to be better about listening for it. Actually, hold on. I know there was one tune at the end of every mission that played. That one was recognizable. It's hard of me to think there was any music if I can't fucking hear it over my own music. But I think it probably did well. It did well. Fuck it. Objectively, it did well. You know, nobody's gonna be like, oh, the music sucks. It was nothing oppressive, nothing out of tone. You didn't hear fucking you didn't hear the Duel of Fates while sneaking around trying to think of an earlier level. You didn't hear the Duel of Fates while sneaking around High Overseer's place. You know what I mean? So it did its job. Polish. Bugs, crashes, and annoyances. The pathing is probably the biggest red flag here. Objectively though, I don't think most people will care. I think they'll just deal with it. Nothing too crazy. They just deal with it and move on. No crashes. Again, this is a high-end PC. No bugs. No bugs. I'm trying to think if there was one outstanding one, which there wasn't, so I think it's a 1. Were there any like annoyances, however? I don't think there were any annoyances. No, there was a bug. I don't know if that was a bug or something I caused. When we were after the High Overseer in the first stream, which was the day before yesterday, in the first stream, I was in the High Overseer's building, and they were alerted to me somehow, and I don't know how. I did play an audio phone thing, so that might have caused them to trigger, which if that's a thing, sure. I just don't know that it was a thing. But other than that, it just seems kind of out of left field almost. But we're going to leave that a 1 because I think that was a me mistake. Story is pretty good, actually. Your overarching theme is to pretty much save the princess and put her back onto the throne. There are conspirators to her assassination, and you take part in that. Or no, you don't take part in that, but you take part in going after those conspirators and killing them one by one, or not killing them one by one, having them sent far, far away or something, and you're slowly dismantling this the Lord Regent's empire. Then once you've once you've dethroned him, essentially, you're betrayed by the very people that were helping you, and because they had succumbed to the lust of power, and then you don't really have to deal with them all at once. I thought you would have, but apparently you don't. Fuck, what was I thinking? Yeah, you get poison, you go towards Dowd's place. You do that. I'm thinking. Then yeah, you just get back. We literally just played it, so it's anyway, the story's solid. Like it's really good. Just let me think just for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, there's an overarching theme. There's micro themes within it as you're going for smaller individual targets. There's a twist, there's a betrayal. You have to fight your way back, and still the overarching theme is still reinstating Emily as the Empress. That's really it. That's plain and simple. So that gets one from me. Or objectively, it's a solid story. Effectiveness and engagement of gameplay. So this is one of those where you choose how you want to play. You can either go quiet, all sneaky peeky like, or you can just go in guns blazing, blood for the blood god. And that's up to you. It really is up to you. If you want to save scum like I did a little bit and get the perfect run every time, you can do that. You can challenge yourself. Or no, hold on, that's for the next part. Actually, the gameplay keeps you engaged. You know, you have many tools at your disposal to use to navigate through a level. And you don't have to use all of them, but there are some that probably you'll use more than others. But hey, you never know what your players are going to use. But yeah, you do want to keep going through the game. It's never boring. I was a little bored, kind of, but that's because of the play style I chose. And mind you, I just got done playing, let's hear Blood West, which is not a stealth game, but it says it is. Styx 1, Styx 2, and Filcher, which are all stealth games. Well, most of them are. And so I might be personally stealthed out, but I'm going to replay this. I don't know if I'm going to put it on YouTube or not, but I'm going to go for the Blood God run on super hard or something, and we'll see how that goes. So that's going to get a 1. Replayability / post game. I think most people will want to replay this and do better each and every time. If you don't know how the game works, you know, there's obviously multiple endings, and you can change the ending of the game depending on how many people you've killed, if you've killed the high priority targets. You know, that really determines if you want to replay the game a second or third time. And you know, that's perfect, actually. That's a good reason to go and do it, because not only are you changing the ending, but you're actually changing the way you play. Because one good example of a way that's kind of old of doing this is replaying Mass Effect and just making different choices, but not necessarily changing how you play the game. You know what I'm saying? In Mass Effect, you're still just shooting people, or shooting Geth, or, you know, Krogan, or whatever, you know, your enemies are in whatever game. But you're really, the only thing that's changes are those choices. Whereas here, you're changing on how you approach a situation, as opposed to a binary yes, no, green, red, blue choice. You know, there are those that exist in this game, but it feels a lot more engaging than that. So I think a lot of people will want to replay this and experiment with, you know, what would happen if all these characters were dead instead. What happens if I would kill Havelock while what's his name, Sokolov, is in the cage. You know, that's a way to look at that. So I think that gets a 1. Length, so I will actually have to open up streams, the past streams, to kind of tell me how long all of these are, because I have no idea. Combined, at least. I don't know how long all these are combined. So let's go to my content really quick. I think we're about 9 hours-ish. So this one's going on 3 hours. Last one was 3 hours, so there's 6 hours. And the one before that was 3 hours. So that's 9 hours from one playthrough. So You're looking at possibly 18 hours, so 9 hours for one playthrough. Let's address that. 9 hours for one playthrough. Pretty solid, pretty okay. For a $60 game, sure. But what you get here is the replay value. Right, so it's going to be more than 9 hours total, but for your one playthrough, expect about a 9-hour experience with or without save scumming, and depending on how meticulous you are in levels. And also compounding the replayability, because this is supposed to be a highly replayable game. So I think that gets a 1. Environments, variability, and differentiation. I wouldn't call this world steampunky. Actually, hold on, let me look up levels, because to be honest with you, I've forgotten most of the levels. I know there's the sewers, because we just played those. Let me just look. Because like I'm in streamer mode and I don't have time to like reach deep in my brain to think about it. Let's see here. Dishonored, High Overseer Campbell's place, the House of Pleasure. Hold on, we'll have to go through this one by one. Okay, getting out of the prison, that was more of a micro level into the city. High Overseer Campbell and like that hub area on that boulevard, that sub-hub area on the boulevard. House of Pleasure, there's 3. Royal Physician, I don't remember that. Why did I not remember that? Oh, I'd remember it now. So yeah, there's 4. 5. Turn to the Tower, yeah. Blooded District, the Loyalists. Okay, so about 7 or 8 actual levels in the game. Not bad, not bad. So I think it has a good amount of environment. You do navigate them kind of the same if you're going with the stealthy approach. You get up high, you avoid detection. Actually, for the effectiveness engagement of gameplay, there weren't that many enemy types either. We'll come back to that. Let me remove that. Just it doesn't mean I'm taking it away, but let me think about it. Environments. I mean, there's different environments. You are in the city of Dunwall. That's something that has to be established. This is just like Resident Evil 2. In Resident Evil 2, you are in the police station, but god damn it, you felt like you were somewhere different every time you went through a doorway. Here, yeah, you're in the city of Dunwall. It's more or less not about actual environments, not necessarily. It's more or less about what building you're exploring almost. That plays a lot into it. It's both environments and the buildings that you are going through. Yeah, I think that deserves a 1 for sure. Effectiveness engagement and gameplay. Now we need to go back and look, because I just thought of something. Enemy variability was really non-existent. But then again, I didn't go with a hostile playthrough. I went with a pacifist one. So you have your regular guard. You have the music box dude, which he disables your powers. Okay, cool. I never had a problem with that, but he does exist. He does exist. Let's see here. You had the tall boys, which they changed things up just a little bit. But other than that, you're just still managing a guard's patrol pattern, just on a different high elevation. Rats were an enemy, like you can say that because of the rat hordes. The Weepers were enemies. I think a lot of it's the fact that you kind of just deal with these enemies in the same way, which that's just stealth game typically. And then plus doing a pacifist run, my tools are very limited. This is not like my Styx Master of Shadows or Shards of Darkness runs where I was avoiding killing people, or where I wasn't avoiding killing people. I was avoiding being detected, I think. I think that's what I was doing when I was doing my runs on those, even though it didn't work. This one's tough because... No, you know what? I think it still gets a 1 because it's not the enemy variability, it's how they were used. And I got into some pretty tight spots with guards. So I think that's how you need to look at it, is like what tight spots are you getting into? And I think I think it varies enough because essentially all a stealth game is, it's a puzzle game, just with higher stakes essentially. So with that in mind, I genuinely think it I think it did its job. I think it did its job. For sure. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. It's more about the situation you're in with the enemies rather than facing a new enemy every time. Which Styx Master of Shadows, it's kind of a good example of slowly introducing different enemy types and still being challenging in its own way. But then again, you know, they have a whole universe to pull from, and you know, Dishonored wants to be careful with what it does because this still is like a human world. So yeah, that gets a 1. So the entire package put together, fantastic game. You know, even 12 years later, right now this is being streamed on March 27th, 2024. Still fantastic game 12 years later. You know, just on its own, you pick this up for $10. It's just a fun game. It's one that you'll definitely play more than once within a year. You'll put it down for a few years and then come back to it and maybe play it twice back to back again. I know I'm going to, because I'm going to be doing a review and I have to know kind of like the different ending variations. Not the ending variations, but like I want to see how the world changes. Like I could say, oh, there's more rats or there's more weepers in the world, but I need to experience it and see how that really affects gameplay. So yeah, the entire package gets a 1. So on an objective scale, that gets a On an objective scale, that gets a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Is that our first 10 out of 10 on the channel? I think Jack 2 got close. I think he got an 8 or a 9. What else got close? There's one more that got like a 9. It got like a 9 or an 8. Like we've had several 8s, but we've had just very few 9s. I genuinely think this is the first 10 out of 10. I genuinely think so. It's fantastic on an objective level. I'm actually going to go look. I'm going to go back and listen to some of Dishonored's music really quick, just to see if anything like catches my ears when it comes to the soundtrack. Because like, unless it's like what game was it that we played? Filters, where it's so like low and just not in your face that you don't know it's there. You know, because you don't have to necessarily enjoy the music that's playing, but what you do need to do is also see that it's fitting for the setting. Like I said, you don't want to hear Duel of Fates while you're sneaking around the castle or something. So here's the main theme. Actually, no, hold on. Let's do Wrenhaven River. Listen to it. We'll listen to that for a few minutes. Okay, slow droning string instruments. It's either guitar or synth. I think it might actually be guitar. Yeah, there's some synth in there. Yeah, I know that theme. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, it sounds right. It sounds right, like what you want. I'm gonna skip ahead just a minute. Let's see here. More piano. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Let's listen to Streets Exploration and we'll stop it there. Very passive music. Let me skip ahead. Dude, don't tell me this is a fucking perfect soundtrack. Do not tell me this is a perfect soundtrack. It might be. Let me do this one, suspense. I remember hearing this track. Yeah, so when you get detected, the tone changes for sure, but that's what you want. Dude, that's a fucking perfect soundtrack. I could probably sit down and listen to the whole thing, but I'm not going to because listening to that pretty much proved what I thought, that you don't notice it because it's not in your face because it's a fucking stealth game. But yeah, so yeah, that's all of that. So yeah, perfect 10 out of 10. Holy fuck. Okay, wow. Well, let's move on to my personal review. Graphically, I explained why I think it's good objectively, and that's my personal reasoning, is because it looks like a painting. It really does, and it's something that looks timeless. It will age, but it'll age not into an old category, but into its own unique look category. That's kind of what you want. Look at Team Fortress 2, look at Borderlands 1 maybe. I wouldn't really consider that, but look at Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 still holds up, in my opinion. So that'll get a 1 from me. Sound works great. Music, perfect. Fucking perfect soundtrack, Jesus Christ. Polish, we'll come back to that. Story, good. I enjoyed it. Definitely good reasons for what you're doing. There's clear antagonists and even more clear antagonists as you go on. Effectiveness, engagement, and gameplay. Again, I solved my own conundrum. It's not about the variability. It can be about the variability of enemies if you're just like playing Halo and you're just shooting things. If you're in a game like this, it's not necessarily the enemies, but it's also the situation you're in and the environment you're in. Replayability / post game. I'm going to, because of a review, but I'm not counting that towards this. I'm not going to replay. Like, if I were playing this on my own, I wouldn't personally go back and do another run through. And I didn't back in 2018 when I first played this from beginning to end and all the DLCs. I just didn't do it. I didn't care to, no reason to whatsoever. But looking at that, just because I won't doesn't mean I don't see the benefit of other people doing it. So I will give that a 1. Length, 9 hours. Let's see, let me think about that. I think it's good for average people. I don't know. Oh god, they're coming. They coming. Y'all wait a few more minutes and I'll get you taken care of. No. I know. Y'all wait. Give me 10 more minutes at least. No. I know you're hungry and you want to go OUT, but that's not happening. No. Don't make me yell at you on live. I know, buddy. Lengthwise, 9 hours total. I mean, it's a good length. Towards the end, it's, but again, like, I was getting tired of stealth games. But and also, if you look at enemy variation, well, no, that would, no. I don't know. Am I happy with the length? Yeah. Was it too much? No, not really, because I kind of just skipped to the last area, and this, like, if you just say fuck it and just find ways to get around shit fast, that's on you. So yeah, I think that gets a 1. Environments, again, we're in Dunwall City. Things are going to look samey, they're going to feel samey, but you are in different places. You're in different streets and different buildings. So for me to say I don't like it, I wasn't my cup of tea necessarily right off the bat, but I do think they did a good job. They did make you replay 2 levels. I will say that. Fucking Slackjaw's place. You had to go in there twice. One for Granny Rags and another for another reason. And then you had to go into that doctor's office twice. I don't get that. I really don't. To me, it's like a waste of time. Like it genuinely is. It's a waste of time. Layla, quit scooting your butt across the fucking carpet. You fucking savage. But yeah, 1. Overall, I'd still give the entire package a 1. Just genuinely a 1. Polish, bugs, crashes, annoyances. One thing that we noticed towards like the end of the game was pathing. That was like a minor issue throughout the game. Let me do a mental note of whoops. Let me do a mental note of anything else. And let me recheck this because I don't know if I can, like, I might give this a 10 out of 10 on the subjective scale. No, it won't get a 10 out of 10. I just changed my mind on something. Yeah, I just changed my mind on something. Yeah. But the pathing wasn't too obnoxious, but it was getting a bit I don't know. Especially there towards the end. Yeah, pathing was just a bit annoying, but overall not too terrible. Yeah, I think that gets a 1. I did change my mind on the replayability. People can replay it if they want, but that doesn't mean they will. There is a post game you can rerun through missions, sure, but I would have much preferred you go back to a hub area of some kind and be able to choose missions like from Stick Shards of Darkness, or even Filter allows you to do that. You know, Stick, Shards of Darkness, Master Shadows, Filter, all do that. They all do that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody will want to replay the game, though. Like, really back to back, it's really got a good... this is subjective, so this is my personal feeling, and I'm only doing this for the review. Fuck, let me think. Let me think. Because the reality is, if I was sitting on the couch playing this, and I said, they said, oh, hey, stealth is an option, and you know, you can go through the game without killing anyone, I would have just done that. And I actually did do that in 2018. I played through it once, did the entire campaign and the DLC, all without killing anyone, and I didn't think twice about going back and looking or going back and playing the game. I considered it done. That's a good possibility too. I wonder how many people just played the game one way and considered it done, because I did. Oh man, yeah, I think that might get a 0. Yeah, I'm only replaying for the review. Other than that, I'm doing it because it's a job, not because I want to. See the key word there? Want to replay it within a year. Within the year. So yeah, I think that gets a 0 from me. But overall though, that's a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 subjectively. I think that's my highest scoring game. No? I think there might be one more. There might be one more. No, 8. No. The highest matching score we've ever gotten is an 8 out of 10 on both of them, I think. I think that was it. An 8 out of 10 on both. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. That is it, y'all.